Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pigskin Pick'em 2018 Week 10 rundown. First off, apologies for no show on Week 9. I definitely wanted to give props to Steel Curtain, who came in first and had such a great performance. They actually improved 2 spots in the overall, being our biggest mover and shaker for the week, as they pretty much switched spots with Wilvis, who ended up being one of the worst performers of the week, dropping from 2nd to 4th. Last week didn't have the opportunity to get on here and do a show. This week it's just going to be short and sweet, and then I think next week we should be getting our guests back on here, so that way we can kind of schedule them ahead of time and not be so last minute. But let's go ahead. We'll talk about the results for Week 10, going from bottom to top for the week. SBP Ronnie, I think, has finally called it a season, apparently, and he has not picked the last 2 weeks. Big Ben, again, no points, but picked fairly decent, only losing 5 games, which is the same amount missed by second place. But again, he's at the bottom with 0 points. 14th through 11th for Week 10 sits Sawin, Wilvis, Raider Nation, and Go Luck Yourself, respectively. 4 spots only separated by 2 points. Raider Nation was the only one that took Buffalo this week, but even that could not save him from the bottom 3. Also, it looks like the upsets of the week were Atlanta, New England, and Philadelphia, where everyone took them and lost points. However, the one that felt it worst was Raider Nation, who lost a total of 33 points on those upsets alone. From 10th to 7th, separated by only 4 points, is Hobo Samurai, Totally 80s Pat, Dwayne Williams, and Thug and Harmony. Dwayne and Hobo's faith in a New York Giants win kept them out from near the bottom for the week as they went against the favored 49ers. 6th to 2nd was only separated by 3 points total. They are Stizzy, NFL Super Pro, Steel Curtain, Mammal Cat, and the Perfect Storm. The Giants came through for NFL Super Pro and the Perfect Storm, launching them both into the top 5 for the week, and it also helps that looking at the locks, there were 4 teams that everyone took this week that did not lose. That's New Orleans, Kansas City, the Chargers, and the Rams. Who benefited most from these wins? That would be NFL Super Pro with a total of 48 points, thanks to those teams. And this week's winner, and he has to be walking on air, as not only did he win this week's Pick'em, he was also present for the Browns' 3rd win of the season over the Falcons and watched Nick Chubb set a longest rush record for the Cleveland Browns. Ladies and gentlemen, first place by a large margin, former Remix Pro Tag Team Champ, Freebird. Looking at it, he probably owes this victory to the Titans and their unexpected upset over the Patriots, as Freebird only had 4 points on the Pats and everyone else had double digits. Congratulations, Freebird. You deserve it. Now, let's take a quick look at the overall standings at the end of Week 10 going into Week 11. Rounding out the bottom 2 are Big Ben and SBP Ronnie, and this time, no change is expected for those 2. Hobo Samurai is getting more entrenched in that 14th spot, as 13th spot Freebird has a phenomenal week and closes the gap to only 10 points between him and 12th placed Raider Nation. 11th sits Sawin, who will need to crank things up to try to make a move to advance 22 points behind getting in that top 10. 10th through 7th are only separated by a total of 21 points, and it's a pretty close race. Dwayne has to make up the most ground, which is 13 points, to displace Mammal Cat. But Mammal Cat is only 7 points behind 8th spot Thug and Harmony. And it only gets closer from there, as Thug is only 1 single solitary point from knocking Stizzy out of 7th. Looking at 6th place through 3rd place, 4 spots, a total of 5 points altogether between those spots. Wilvis, now in 6th, losing 4 spots over the last 2 weeks, still can make some moves upward, being only 4 points behind the Perfect Storm, who actually, Perfect Storm advanced a spot to tie with another single spot advancer, NFL Super Pro, who's at the 4th position. And only 1 point ahead of them, sitting in 3rd, is Totally 80s Pat. This race for 3rd is pretty hotly contested and is one of the closer races in the overall right now. And we finally turn our attention to the race for 1st. 2nd place Steel Curtain closes in on 1st place Go Luck Yourself. There were 14 between them last week. Now there are only 5 points. Will Steel Curtain be able to outscore Go Luck Yourself and come out on top in the overall next week? Or will Go Luck Yourself pull away? Or can Totally 80s Pat pull off an incredible week? He only needs to outscore Go Luck Yourself by 18 to jump 2 spots to take over. We've got one more week that has 13 games. And then things start to really heat up as the 15-pointers return for a week, and then the buys are over. It's 16 points to start spreading out from there till the end of the year. So best of luck to everyone. We'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye-bye.